Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
I'm going to be honest with you. Not really any of them. Not really any of them. They basically stand with me the exact same way that they were standing before the loss. Let's see. We're going through those again. Purdue loss, not worried. Marquette, they got out rebounded big time. That's a concern. That's a concern. We've known that's a concern, but I think they got out rebounded by 15. That's a large number.
Yeah.
That's a large number. UConn's fine. Duke's gonna. I'm worried about Proctor's ankle. That could be an issue. Georgia Tech going down there having an injury right then at the beginning of the season or beginning of the game, that kind of made things difficult. And Damon Stoudemire is doing a sneaky good job down there.
Yeah, they just beat Mississippi State.
Yeah, they just beat the brakes off of Mississippi State. So
Mississippi State turned around and lost at home to Southern. So maybe win over Mississippi State isn't what we thought it was going to be.
No, or maybe they go to Georgia Tech and then Georgia Tech kind of exposes some of their inadequacies, and then they're scrambling trying to fix it. Or it could be both. If I had to pick one, the Marquette rebounding thing, that's something that really sticks out more than anything. But guys, I'm not really overly worried. They've got to shoot the ball better, and Wisconsin really slows the pace down. That's the kind of the big thing. If you get out rebounded by 15, I don't care who you're playing, you're going to struggle to win. It's a tough one.
It is a tough one. Duke was on there.
Duke was on there.
If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use the bonus code FIELD200 and you will receive $200 in bonus bets instantly when placing your first wager of at least $10 with BetMGM. Here's what you got to do. Download the BetMGM app. Sign up using the bonus code FIELD200. Deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game regardless of sport. You will receive $200 in bonus bets regardless of the outcome of your wager. Just make sure that you use the bonus code FIELD200 when you sign up. And remember, BetMGM is now available under one wallet in select states. As a New Jersey resident, this is super convenient for me when I have to go cover games in New York or Philly. When crossing state borders, just log into your existing account instead of having to create new accounts in each state that you go to. And most importantly, I got to let you know, we do have some fun stuff coming up for this college basketball season. Bet insurance tokens, college hoops odds boosts, my personal favorite, parlay odds boosts. So download the BetMGM app today. Marquette, that's the last thing I want to ask you about, T.O. Marquette, are you worried at all about them? Was this just a rivalry game on the road against a Wisconsin team that, like, let's be honest, has kind of figured this thing out a little bit?
Oh, I thought we already talked about Marquette.
Though I'm just throwing it to you again.
Oh, okay. We can talk about it again. No,
again. Maybe my connection was unstable when I was trying to talk to you about Marquette.
Look, offensively, getting shots up, finding shooters, scores, not worried. First shot defense, not worried. It's that rebounding. Are they going to be overwhelmed? Like that's the issue that you run into in the NCAA tournament, because it gets ugly then. You're going to have to board. And if you get out rebounded by 15, that's an issue. That's going to be an issue. Doesn't matter who you play. You're going to have to gang rebound. And Wisconsin just, for lack of better terms, they beasted them on the boards. The rest of it, I mean, Marquette's got to shoot the ball better. But in order to at least stay afloat, like, you got to board.
Mm-hmm. Fanta?
Wisconsin's got the formula to slow Marquette's offense down. This is the third straight year that the Badgers have beaten the Golden Eagles. So this is nothing new. Greg Gard knows what to do to limit Marquette offensively, and he did it. They did it. They came out and imposed their will, their style on the game. Also, Iguodala only had 5 shot attempts in the entire game. That's a flag, because Iguodala's been vital with that not mid-range, but short range. He's hit a lot of those short range shots when he has
those 8 to 10 footers.
When he has space to do so.
Yeah.
Wisconsin took away the middle. They said, you're not going to get into the middle of the lane and be able to do whatever you want with it. We're going to take that away from you. And they took that away for Oso Iguodala to impact the game offensively. And then the other thing is they look, you got to cut off the head of the snake.
Sure.
And they took Tyler Kolek and they guarded him. They got physical with him. They mucked it up. They played Big Ten basketball. Marquette plays Big East basketball, which features a little bit more up and down. Some no question toughness, but more scoring. Look at UConn. Look at Creighton. I got a stat on Creighton that might blow your minds in a moment.
Hit me. What is it?
Creighton on Friday was 19th in KenPom. Today they're 5th.
Because of a win at Nebraska?
Because of how they're playing.
Yeah.
They found it. They found it. They had a bad performance against Colorado State. It was that bad, and they found it.
And you know what else? You know what else helps? You know what else helps? Colorado State followed up the win over Creighton by beating Colorado at home, by beating Washington on a neutral. Colorado State is now number 21 in the net. They're 21 in KenPom. They're number 8 in the net. So that when the teams that you have lost to see their computer numbers go up, it means your computer's numbers go up as a result.
Yes. But the last thing about Marquette, David Joplin was pegged to be the guy to replace Olivier Maxence Prosper. He's not Omax Prosper. And I think there's got to be a little tweaking there. I know that Shaka's the evergreen light, and I get it. But it makes sense. But Joplin can be streaky. And he went 1 for 9 from 3. When you're 1 for 4, 1 for 5, a defense says, we'll live with that. You got to understand shot economy. And I thought that Marquette's shot selection, when they got close, wasn't good enough on Saturday. Am I overly concerned about them? No. The rebounding is a major issue, though. And honestly, it's why they didn't make the second weekend of the NCAA tournament last year, because Michigan State out-toughed them. So they're a little bit of they're a high-end team that can make the Final Four. But guys, what this past weekend showed is that the country's wide open. And that the NCAA tournament, for everybody, it's draw dependent. For everybody, it's draw dependent. And, in the midst of all this, sometimes it's okay if you're not playing anybody, because Arizona's number 1. And the only reason why, they've won games, don't get me wrong, but at least
let's talk about that.
The only reason why is that sometimes it's okay to fly underneath the radar.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.